guys, how you doing? This is Manga section. I'm here today to bring the review for One Piece manga chapter 897, and I don't really have much to say on this chapter. First thing I'm going to mention is Peckham's a Sulong form. So we find out within this chapter that Peckham's also has a Sulong form, but as he's explaining the Sulong form to Luffy, just saying everything about it, he mentions that how, unlike Carrot, he could not control his Sulong form. He mentioned that how he goes on a rampage, and back in the day, the only person that could stop him was Pedro, and we know that Pedro is dead, so therefore he is stating that there is no one around that could stop him. So, and it's disappointing because as soon as I read that, I thought to myself, okay, hold on. We have Peckham's, one of Big Mom's pirates, probably like top tier mink, and then we have Carrot. And Peckham's is the one out of the two that can't control the Sulong. I can't remember if it was mentioned that, what kind of percentage of minks never learn to control the Sulong or whatever. But the fact that Peckham's can't control his Sulong form, that for me was a disappointment. So they bust out the mirror now. Peckham's is got holding brutally kept hostage. His plan was to he go Sulong, he rampage, and then Luffy used this time to dip out. So he goes out, he starts to transform, but they stop him mid transformation. So again, for me personally, that was another disappointment because I, being a fan of Peckham's, slightly coming off of him now, would have liked to see his Sulong form. The reason why I say I'm coming off Peckham's is because ever since like they introduced Peckham's and they introduced him as like a good character, as a boss, as someone who's gonna come across wavy or just bring a lot of hype. And how he did this was when he punched, I forgot that guy, the mud guy's name, and said, yeah, lodges get a bit too certain lodges get a bit too reliant on the devil fruit abilities. That's the first impression we get off of Peckers, and it leaves a good impression. But everything after that just really leaves a bad impression. For me, it's seeing the Peckers get shot in the back by a component that left a bad impression, and now for the fact that he can't control his Sulong form without Pedro by his side, that again has left a bad impression of me for Peckham. So yeah, just disappointment so far in the chapter. So Luffy's trying to escape, Sanji hops in to save him. And then while Sanji's trying to escape, he gets knocked down, and that's when Germa 66 or double six, whichever you want to call it, hop back into the fray to help. Now, I think this is a good move because it makes for a more realistic escape for Luffy and Sanji when it does come, because they are heavily outnumbered. We have Peckham's who's not even going to transform, so German 66 hopping in there does make things more realistic. I possibly would have. I wanted to see Peckham Sulong, man. And I don't think we could possibly still get it, but I don't think we're going to get it. But that's where we left off the chapter. The chapter did feel a bit short this week, and that is essentially everything I have to say about it. So, because I've got my disappointments, because I feel like the story should have went a slightly different way, with Peckham's going Sulong and doing some rampaging. Unfortunately, I'm only giving this chapter a 2-star rating and call it a review. Like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.